You also know, guys, it's Houston Sports Chat back in the video today. We're going to be talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder potentially trading for one-time All-Star Lauri Markkanen, who also won Most Improved Award in the 2022-23 season, was an All-Star last season with the Jazz, and currently this season, 18 games and 18 starts with the Utah Jazz, is averaging 23.2 points per game with nearly 9 rebounds per game. He's also averaging 1 block per game, 1 steal per game, and over 1 assist per game. From three, he is shooting 38.5% for the Utah Jazz in 18 games. Also, last season with the Utah Jazz, when he was an All-Star, he played in 66 games with 66 starts and 34 minutes per game with Utah last year. Now, his minutes per game have gone down a couple minutes this season. His minutes per game have gone down from 34.5 to 32.9. But last year, he averaged 26 points per game, 8.6 rebounds per game, 2 assists per game, a half a steal and half a block per game. And from three, he shot 39%. And if you're comparing to the seasons before, 2021-22 season with Cleveland only averaged 15 points per game. 2020-21 season with Chicago, 13.5 points per game. So that's how he improved and was definitely the most improved player in the NBA and definitely deserved that award right there. But the Jazz are no good. They're a bottom team in the Western Conference. I think at the 13 or 12 seed currently in the Western Conference, I believe. And they could be shopping around Lauri Markkanen, their one-time All-Star and their best player. And one of the teams that have had some interest in Markkanen and would be a great, landing spot for Markkanen is the Oklahoma City Thunder. And I think it'd be a great place for him to go and pair with Chet Holmgren in the Thunder front court. Also, going there and playing with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, who's a MVP candidate so far this season. You got the young core with Jalen. You got Jalen Williams. You have Shai and Chet Holmgren. I think there's just one missing piece with that team, and definitely Lauri Markkanen, I think, would possibly make them contenders in the Western Conference. I want to talk about what I think a potential trade could be to land Lauri Markkanen in OKC, though I think there are a couple different options with trades to get Lauri Markkanen in Oklahoma City. Now, it has been said that the Utah Jazz are kind of looking for a Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell type package that they got for Markkanen when they traded away. Obviously, they're not looking for a Donovan Mitchell or Rudy Gobert type of player. The Utah Jazz, who had Gobert and Mitchell, are looking for the type of package that they got for Mitchell and Gobert. So I think there's a couple other trade options. First one I have is Davis Bertans, Trey Mann, and Ousmane Dieng being sent to the Utah Jazz with 4 first-round picks and 1 second-round pick, and if you have to, 1 first-round pick swap, but I don't think that'll be necessary. So Dieng, Trey Mann, and Trey Mann, and also Davis Bertans with 4 first-round picks and 1 second-round pick for Lauri Markkanen and Bryce Sensabaugh. Now, then, my second trade is, you got a guy like Josh Giddey who's dealing with some issues right now, but I don't think who knows, maybe the Thunder are ready to get rid of him, but they do have Kassan Wallace, their first-round pick, who was drafted 10th overall, who's looked really good, and definitely could use a promotion into the starting lineup, pairing him with Shai Gilgeous-Alexander in the backcourt, which would be amazing. So maybe Lauri Markkanen to OKC for Josh Giddey, Davis Bertans, let's say Davis Bertans, Josh Giddey, Trey Mann, if the contracts work out, if the salaries work. I don't know if that would. I think probably just Josh Giddey and Davis Bertans, and 3 first-round picks with 1 first-round pick swap for Markkanen. Those are a couple of trades I've come up with to land Lauri Markkanen in OKC. Any team that is trying to make a big deal with OKC, knowing the assets they have, they're going to ask for more first-round picks, right? I mean, if a team has a bunch of assets, the other team that's trying to make a deal with them is going to try to take advantage of that. And that's something I think the Jazz will do, knowing that OKC is trying to acquire Markkanen to pair him with Chet Holmgren in the front court and try to make their team better. And if they really want him, I think Utah would know that and would definitely try and to get a lot of those first-round picks, because OKC has the most first-round picks in the NBA right now, and they have the most draft picks in the NBA for sure. And I think Markkanen would definitely be a great asset for the Thunder, pairing him with Holmgren and Shea. And then you have a starting lineup of Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, Kassan Wallace, Jalen Williams, Lauri Markkanen, and Chet Holmgren. That starting lineup is really good, and I think the Thunder would be really scary in the Western Conference, not just the rest of this season, but for future seasons to come with that starting lineup right there. You have good shooting with Kassan Wallace, Lauri Markkanen, and even Jalen Williams. You have very solid defense as well with Chet, and solid, not great defense, but solid defense. You're young with Shea, and Kassan Wallace is a rookie. Markkanen's definitely been in the NBA since 2017-18 season. He's not too young, but he's not old. He's not a vet. He's not. I don't even think he's even 30 yet. So Markkanen's is not young for the Thunder team, but is not. He's still in. I think Markkanen right now, you could say he's in his prime. And then you have other guys like Jalen Williams. As right now, Markkanen just hit a 3 for the Jazz. I'm watching the Jazz game against the Cavs. But, you got, Jalen Williams and Chet Holmgren, who are, Chet's entering his first season playing and is super young. Jalen Williams in his second year. They got a really young team, and they could be special with Markkanen for a long time. And I could definitely even see them winning not a couple championships, but maybe, I don't know, maybe I could see them winning a championship with Shea and Markkanen and Holmgren and Kassan Wallace and Jalen Williams. It wouldn't be this year, but in a couple years to come, the Thunder will be scary if they acquire Lauri Markkanen. That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed their thoughts in the comment section, and peace out.